Good evening, class. We are on the distributive property. Go ahead and take out your notes and let's get started. Now, the distributive property is something we've actually done before. We're going to look at this and we're going to follow order of operations. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 3 plus 9 is 12. And then times 6. Remember, those parentheses, when there's just one number inside, only means multiplication. It does not necessarily mean parentheses at that point. So 6 times 12 is 72. Okay, we're going to do this one here. Inside parentheses first gives me 11 times 5. 5 times 11 is 55. 8 minus 4 is 4 times 2 is 8. Perfect. Well, how is 7 times the quantity x plus 2 different? Think about this. So my x is a variable, right? And that's going to make a difference because I just can't add x plus 2 because I don't know what x is. Okay? But I could come up with a way to simplify it. I could take that 7 and I could bring it to the x, right? That gives me 7x. And then I could multiply that 7 times that 2, and that gives me 14. Well, is that the same? I don't know. Let's look at these problems. Let's go back and look. What is 6 times 3? That is 18. Sorry, messy handwriting. And 6 times 9 is 54. Well, what is 18 plus 54? Oh, 72. Is that the same? Oh, it is. How about this? If I distribute it this way, 5 times 9 is 45. And 5 times 2 is 10. Ooh, do I get the same? Look at that. How about this one? 2 times 8 is 16. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Do I get the same thing? Well, that is called the distributive property. The distributive property allows us to multiply each term inside the parentheses by the number outside the parentheses. Algebraically, we would say A times the quantity B plus C equals AB plus AC, because I am taking that A and I'm delivering it to each quantity inside the parentheses. Or this one would be AB minus AC. Be careful with your signs, because when multiplying positive or negatives, because that sign is attached to that C. So it's A times negative C, which gives me negative AC. Each of the 4 members of the Robinson family ordered a drink, 2 slices of pizza, and an ice cream cone. Distribute and write an expression to represent their order. Well, the drink we're going to use D for, okay? The pizza I'm going to use P for, and the ice cream I'm going to use a C for, ice cream cone. So I'm going to distribute my 4. My 4 goes to my D. How many do I have? 4D. Now, my 4 goes to my P, but how many P's do I already have? I have 2 of them. So what is 4 times 2? That is right. That is 8. So it's 8P. 8 pieces of pizza, right? Because everyone ordered 2 pieces. And then I'm going to take my last one and go get my ice cream cone, and I get 4C. Now we can use area models to distribute as well. So we have this. Think of this as your parentheses. So 5 times 3 is 15x. 5 times 2 is 10. So my answer becomes 15x plus 10. Same thing here. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times negative 9 is negative 63. This would be your parentheses in our problem. So it would look like this. And this one would look like this. And that's how you use an area model to distribute. We're going to use the distributive property to simplify these, and we're going to write them in expanded form and then simplest form. So I'm going to multiply this way, and I get 2 times x plus, and I'm going to multiply like this. 2 times 6 is 12. Oh, I just lied. Well, I didn't lie. I didn't write it in expanded form. 2 times 6. Okay? This gives me 2x plus 12, simplest form. Sorry, I tend to jump to simplest form because after a while, you don't need expanded form. Okay, how about let's do this one. 7 times 5 is my expanded form, plus 7 times p. And 7 times 5 is 35, plus 7p. Distribute here. I get 8 times 7, which is 56. And then I get 8 times negative g, which is negative 8 times g, which is negative 8g. I get 12 times r, or 12r, and 12 times q, so it's negative 12q, which is negative 12q here. Now, one of the things I always do is I always dress this guy as a mailman and houses, and I'm just going to show you that real quick. Let me go right here. So, for example, I got to draw. We're going to make a mailman. This is his hat. He's got a hat with a cap on it. Let's give him some hair and a smile. Okay. Now he's going to have a big body because we're going to stick a number in there. He's a very fat man. And we'll give him a post bag on the back. Not that you guys probably see this down here, but in New York, I actually had a mailman that carried, wow, 3 fingers. Yeah, we are an artist today. Our mailman used to do this. They used to walk house to house. Okay. So now that I have my fabulous mailman, I'm going to call him the number 3. Okay. And then I'm going to put some parentheses, and I'm going to do 2x here and a 7 here. And I'm going to make these into houses because the mailman delivers mail to houses, right? And the mailman has to deliver mail to every house on the street. So the mailman is going to deliver mail to this house first. Okay? 3 times 2 is 6. 6 what? 6 X's, because I don't know. Okay? And that's okay. And then my mailman's going to go to the next house. And I get 3 times 7 is 21. Now, here's the thing, is it doesn't matter how many houses I put inside these parentheses. I could have 27, I could have 3, I could have 5, I could have 6. It doesn't matter. I can just have 2. The mailman will go to every house inside that street. That is what you need to remember. So when you're doing this, make sure your mailman is delivering mail to each and every house inside the parentheses. Okay? So tonight, you guys are going to practice these problems. And I want to see, if you guys have colored pencils at home, I want to see different colors. I want to see you moving the mail to each house. So you're going here first, and then you grab a different color and you go here. If you don't have different colors, it's fine, but it really does help. And then you write them in color at the bottom. Make sure you summarize your lesson. It is a lot of practice, but I'm telling you, once you get this down, you're going to be like, oh, that was way easier than I thought. Okay, you guys have a fabulous night. I will see you tomorrow.